took over a company that really didn't have any money. And the first thing that happened after my father died is the bank called my loan. And when I went back to see them and said, well, wait a minute, you know, we're not broke, we've been a good client. And the guy looked at me and said, don't know you, we knew your father, pay us in 30 days. And luckily, Don Selman at Pete Marwick, he came in and looked at it and said, you actually got a viable business here. Let me see if we can help you. And he introduced me to Albert Hall, who was just starting the Bank of British Columbia. Albert Hall and his guys said, yeah, we've got no lumber clients, we'd sure like one. It wasn't until we really got a fellow named John Ailport became our sawmill manager. He really improved things, and we got a very good group of young guys doing marketing. We were the first people in the industry to realize that throwing all your lumber in a boxcar came out like spaghetti at the other end. And because of my packaging business, we were the first people to put plastic bags around lumber so it wouldn't be all covered in railroad grime when it got to the other end. Product recognition made a great difference. When we were trying to sell to the Home Depots and the Lowe's, and we weren't Weyerhaeuser by a long shot, but we had your advertising across the country with a rail car with your name on it.
He built a great forest products company in Lignum.
And so it was probably 5 or 6 years before we really got out of the glue.
He was very instrumental in our Faculty of Forestry. He was a great advisor to help us see the future.
The whole country benefited from Jake's success as chief negotiator in the dispute we had over softwood lumber with the USA.
Tough negotiators, the American.
It was very controversial because it was a quota. And we had figured out, because negotiations went on for a couple of years, we'd figured out from a VC standpoint that if we could get enough of the quota, it would have value in itself, and it did. And the market went like that.
He just won a pair of tickets to a future Canadiens game.
Of course, baseball.
He had a major league presentation in a minor league situation, and he looked at it that way.
Took it from a worst-in-class minor league franchise that was actually about to be canceled by the major league team to the award, the John H. Johnson Award, finest franchise in all of North America.
When we started, I think the average attendance was something like 1,100. When we finished, it was 6,000. We were sold out.
Jake made sure that there was good business principles put to it, but he understood we were in the entertainment business. We were not in anything. We're in the entertainment business, you know, and the more he could entertain, the more he could get people to come back. I mean, that was all going to be a beneficiary, not just to him, but to the game of baseball. And, you know, you could say one thing about Jake, you know, if it was good for baseball, it was good for the Vancouver Canadians.
We won every award there was in minor league baseball. It was more satisfying than either of our major careers, just because you really did get involved with the community.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he made sure it happened, and then he stayed in the background. Remarkable. Not many people could do that. Not many people could actually have the success that he had and be responsible for it and stay in the background.
If you look at what he did in education, which a lot of people don't appreciate, is his role in Emily Carr University of Art and Design.
Emily Carr University is the #1 art school in Canada. That's largely because of the kind of investment that people like Jake made in ensuring that as we became a university, that we did it exceptionally well. And so that's really what I think our debt to Jake is, that he's brought that game-changing attitude to what we can really accomplish.
Through the Vancouver Foundation, I learned that a relatively small gift to a number of organizations is a huge matter. In fact, life and death for some. You want to make sure when you go to bed you're proud of what you did.